I begin today's stream with a story. This morning, while I was at work, around 9:30 in the morning, I had to use the restroom, as I often do, because I have coffee in the morning. That shit goes right through me. Pun intended. And while I was in the bathroom, a man in the stall next to me answered a phone call. And in the first 5 seconds of this phone call, he said these exact words: "What's up? I'm in the shit house." And that's the area we're going to today in Bloodborne. Hi, everyone. Thank you for indulging my very top list. Just now, off stream... Oh, hey! I'm literally getting into that. Just now, off stream, I ran through Central Yarnum just to grab some extra healing items so we hopefully wouldn't run out during our expedition into the unknown today. I have 20 obviously held and 33 stocked up, which is not a ton, but if I'm not playing like dog shit, it'll get us through. I'm also going to use the remaining echoes I got here to buy a few more, which won't go super far, but it'll be something. An extra 8 vials, nothing to scoff at. We got 41 in reserve. That's 2 full restocks. Should be okay. It's all pre-recorded. This is a lie. This has been a fib. Alex doesn't have my best interests at heart. That's by what he'll tell you. Yeah, so last time we made some progress in the Forbidden Woods. Actually, I think we finished the Forbidden Woods. We fought the Shadows of Yarnum. We made it to Bergenworth College, but then we went on a little side quest. There's quite a lot that you can miss on your first playthrough in Bloodborne, much like other Soulsborne from Soft games. They hide a lot in the, nooks and crannies of the world, including entire levels and bosses that you can just completely miss out on. A lot of it is some of the best content in the game. The first area we're going to be revisiting today, I wouldn't say is one of the best in the game, but it might have something cool at the end of it, so we're going to endure it together. And that's at least the level 1 plan. If we get through that, there's plenty of other stuff I want to check out as well. Maybe we could even go back and progress the main story. We got options. For now, we're going to be using the Nightmare Headstone, and we're going to go back to the Nightmare Frontier. What kind of ability are you doing? Primarily strength, which is actually a little bit different for me. This playthrough, I'm trying to use the Kirk Hammer for as long as possible, because it's a very special weapon to me. It's what this Twitch channel was named after originally. It was my gamer tag for a long time. It's also still what my YouTube channel is called. But I am leveling Dex a fair amount as well, so it's very basic, like, strength with some skill build. It's nothing fancy, nothing weird. There are other builds. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the builds are for this game. Bloodborne doesn't have a ton of build variety. There's basically, if I open up the stats menu here, there's only 6 stats that you can choose between. And essentially, besides vitality and endurance, every stat changes a different attack power. They all have, like, different effects as well, but, like, strength is obviously hit hard, heavy weapons. Skill is the faster, more skill, in quotations, based weapons, aka spamming the attack button. Blood Tinge increases the damage of your guns by a lot, and there's also several, usually also skill-based weapons that scale heavily with Blood Tinge as well. It's actually really effective. And then Arcane, which is really weird. It's kind of like the sorcery equivalent in this game, but the sorceries, the spells, are generally really weak in comparison to the other damage types. So Arcane is really like a tricky... If you want to like challenge yourself a bit more, that's an option. There only has 5 attack stats that I forgot for the other games. Well, strength, like, just thinking about Dark Souls off the top of my head. Because there's, like, obviously strength and dexterity are the 2 main attacking stats, but there's also, like, sorcery, which is specifically magic. There's, like, I think in the first game, pyromancy scales off nothing, but there's pyromancy. There's faith for, like, the lightning-based stuff. So there's a little bit... It's, like, slightly more variety. There's certainly more stat variety. Uh-oh. Bad start. Don't look at chat and try to attack things at the same time. Oh yeah, but this is the Nightmare Frontier. Yes, Faith and Int are the 2 different scaling stuff. Yeah, Arcane in this game, the stats are a little bit multi-purpose, so like Arcane also increases your item discovery rate, which is actually its primary functionality for most players. But honestly, most of the time you're probably not going to see anyone level it. It's just not usually worth it. Unless maybe you're trying to farm or get a specific pickup. Also, let me know again how the audio levels are. The mic position, since I'm moving into the living room to be in front of the TV, it's a little bit different each time, so it might be a little bit louder or a little bit quieter. I'm not sure. Don't have a PS4 anymore. I know. There's so many people who are like, oh man, I wish I could play this game. And yeah, I wish you could too. It's so good. Oh, this is a little elevator, a little shortcut we did not get. Like as far as gas going. Man, there's so much good game left after that. There's so much more to see after that. We did make a dent in this area last time. So I've said before, one of my favorite things about these games is just going everywhere in the level and seeing all the shit you can see and like picking up all the items even if I don't end up using them. This level's annoying. This is like the poison pit level of this game, essentially. I would say it's more mixed, but also the layout is pretty confusing to remember, so if you see me get lost, that's why. Ow. Ow! What the fuck was that? I don't even remember that enemy. Here's the thing. Blighttown is actually, I would say, much cooler than this area is, generally. I'm going to scooch the console a little bit closer, too, because I feel the cord I'm using for my controller, I'm, like, at the limit of it, so I'm going to scooch it real quick. Let me get off. Okay, that'll be better, and that probably messed up my model calibration, but that's alright. It is Blighttown in accordance with people hating it. The only difference is this level... Well, let me fix it, but it is annoying me. I'm, like, leaning upwards, like, staring into the sky. There we go, that's better. I prefer the lean back. It's a little bit more, like, relaxed than leaning forward dominantly, asserting dominance over the chat. There we go. The difference is Blighttown is mostly... I mean, like, it's mandatory you have to set foot in Blighttown. There's, like, ways around it to, like, skip good chunks of it. This area is completely optional. So, like, if you hate the Nightmare Frontier, you don't gotta play it. You can just skip it. In terms of being a poison area and people hating it, yes, this is the Blighttown of this game. Alright, let's fight this weird dog we got. There we go. That went better. Let's try. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the best path to get through this level. Weird dog. Yeah, that's a scared little dog there that we just killed. Nightmare Grommet. Made the weapons a bit more. Yeah, they made each individual weapon. This was really the start of, like, every weapon being more unique. Whereas, like, what's the other games? Let's say in Dark Souls, especially 1 and 2, you'll get, like, a bunch of weapons that have essentially identical movesets with different stats. Whereas in this game, there's, like, a little bit of overlap, but for the most part, every weapon is very unique. Pretty cool. I enjoy the trick weapons a lot. I think they're awesome. I think most people who like... Ow! I think most people who like this game really like the trick weapons, and I'm one of them, so... I'm gonna risk dying to get this guy. You know, he doesn't drop anything good. Woo. That was a bad hit. Ow. I love the little custom combos you can do with the weapons in this game, too. cute. It's a quaint little system. Uh-oh. Damn. Normally they throw that, like, if you're sprinting, they'll throw that where you've been rather than directly at you, but I think because of how that hill curved upwards, I just sprinted straight into the boulder. Hope Sony will hold this game hostage too much longer. Knowledge of a new Bloodborne comic. That's pretty cool. I'm not much of a comic reader, but I think I could invest time into a Bloodborne comic. The only comics I ever really read growing up was, like, I had little, I guess they would be, like, comic compilations. Like, I had, like, I think, like, a Pokemon comic. I know I definitely had, like, a SpongeBob book that had, like, it like, adapted, like, 3 different episodes into 3 different, like, comic strips instead. I think, I'm trying to remember which ones. Was there an episode where, like, everyone thinks they are getting a disease from Gary? Like, snail disease or something? I think that was one of them. Ow. And the only reason I'm methodically taking out all these enemies is because the boulders they throw, while not being super accurate, as you saw, do a fuck ton of damage. Like that. Ow. Heal up here. I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't even know if this is the best way we should be going right now. As, like, well versed as I am in most of this game's areas, this one is a little bit, not uncharted territory, but just territory that I charted so long ago I don't remember. Which way can you go right now? Well. Oh, he didn't flinch at all. Ow. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. That almost went really bad. Does this even go anywhere? Like, I don't know if there was a point to me doing that. Which ways can I go right now? I mean, like, in the overworld, there's quite a few locations I can go to that aren't Nightmare Frontier, but in Nightmare Frontier, there's, like, 15 different tunnels and little pathways I can go through. Okay, I think we want to go across the lake here. As shitty as that is. Gonna avoid these humps. We also have plenty of antidotes, as you can see there. We have 10, so we should be okay with the poison. Oh, cold blood. I'm just spamming them. I mean, honestly, the poison is low enough damage that if you want to just tank it, it's not that bad of an idea. Oh, here, let's take out this guy. Hold on. Jesus. The enemies are more complicated than I remember. I remember them only having like 2 attacks. Here we go. This looks promising. Die. So you seem to have a lot of defense. Shouldn't be weapon durability. I think my weapon durability is fine. Well, there we go. That looks promising over there. Okay, I think we're on the right track now. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. That's not good. Ow. So that bar at the top of the screen is the frenzy bar. If that fills up, as you can see, you just lose 80% of your health like it's nothing. Do we have... We have 2 sedatives. Those can be used to counter frenzy. We might want to use that. And I also think I want to equip some stuff with better frenzy res. As you can see, it's near the bottom of the list there. Okay, well, this cap is as best as we're gonna do there. Oh, I see. The black church garb has, like, no frenzy resist. No wonder the bar was so short. Okay. Ashen Hunter seems to be pretty good for it. Okay. Yeah, the gear I was wearing was, like, really bad for that. Let's just do normal hunter gloves. Does beast do... So, the beast stat is a little weird. Beasthood... Can I... Wait. Now, how do I... Help, R3. Here we go. The higher this attribute, the closer you are to Beasthood when temporary transforms. So there's an item called the Beast Blood Pellet. It basically just increases your damage, and the more you attack, you fill up a meter, and the higher the meter is, the more damage you do. There's also a few other little weapons and other stuff that makes use of Beasthood. It's kind of a weird stat. But generally, Beasthood is something you specifically spec into, even though it's not directly related to one of the leveling stats. That has negative effects? I don't recall if it does, actually. Oh, I was looking at that instead of Frenzy Res. Okay, we have better Frenzy Res across the board. I actually like this outfit. I like this garb quite a bit. I like that ashy look it's got. But not as much as the other one I just had equipped. Okay. We gotta get past this Hell Beast. So, that enemy... Normally, you would not encounter them until much later in the game, and let me tell you, they're a fucking doozy. But we're gonna do our best here. Okay, well, I messed up instantly, so that's not good. Okay, we dodged that time. There we go. And I'm just gonna take this frenzy damage and survive. That enemy, as long as you are looking at them, will constantly plug you with these little spears that constantly drain your health and make your frenzy bar go up. They're so freaky that you just can't comprehend them. And so it deals physical damage to you. Your blood just leaves your body. It's fucking kooky. And that grab attack, obviously, that was almost the end of us with just one attack. They can basically kill you very easily. When you know what they do and how to deal with them, they're not too tricky. They don't have too many, like, tricks up their sleeve, but they're such, like, a weird and freaky fucking enemy. They make this weird, like, singing sound. It's almost like a siren type deal. Where it's like, oh, what's that pretty singing? And then you walk up to it and it's just a... Okay. Oh! Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Ow. I don't know if I've ever fallen down here before, and let me tell you, I'm not enjoying it. Yeah, this place, they don't call it the Nightmare Frontier for nothing. It is a fucking nightmare. That was not an exaggeration. Oh my god. Come on, let me up here. I've gotten sick of using antidotes, so as you can see, I'm just tanking the poison now. Those little slug dudes will just do different kinds of poison attacks at you. Oh, there's a little guy. Hold on. Where you going, little guy? You're mine. Old 100 mark, that's good. I have too many items on my quick select, I'm getting confused now. Okay. Okay. So, good news, we made it to the boss arena. Bad news, we don't have any fucking healing items. We've been completely drained, and we didn't hit the shortcut. That is a boss arena. We're in fucking trouble right now. The best thing I can suggest is we try to actually find the elevator that loops back around, because otherwise we're gonna have a really fucking tough time getting back here. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more exploring first. There's a few blood vials. Oh, hi. Yeah. These guys have like that little lightning combo breaker, but as long as you're watching out for that, they're not very tough. Some enemies do. It's not a guaranteed drop. Especially, I don't think the enemies in this area tend to drop blood vials very much. The enemies, that's why I was actually grinding for... Oh yeah, look at this weird-ass elevator, too. Geiger elevator. Let's see. I'm just making note of where that is, so as soon as we come from the lantern, it's right down there. So thankfully, that will take us right to the boss arena. So we don't have to hang out in this area anymore. We can just skip right to the boss next time. Hell yeah. For now, we're gonna go back, though, and heal up, because that was a nightmare. Here's the thing, I love collecting stuff in these games, but I hate exploring that particular area. It makes me miserable. In a way that very few areas in this game actually do. Yeah, thankfully, as far as I know, there's nothing else really to do. Also, let me know if my mic is too loud, because I see it getting like close to peaking every now and then. Let me know if it's overpowering. We can also put my cool armor back on that I like very much. I like the white gloves as well. I'm a sucker for those. It's not one of like the best armor pieces or anything. I just think it looks cool. You're just gonna mind. Okay, thank you, Shuki. I appreciate that. I think actually, let me do this. Let's take off sedative pebble for now. Let's clear off our. Actually, let's take the bold hunter marks off as well. Let's clear that list a little bit. Invigorates the senses, storing a large amount of HP. Honestly, we could use one of these. I don't even remember if I looked at this. Highly invigorating. The product of a slow and careful refinement process, this rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. We can give that one a shot in the boss fight. Another one that might be good is we have 10 bolt paper, which basically applies lightning damage to our weapon. This one was favored by many hunters, in particular those who had never even laid eyes on the dark. Lightning damage is very good in this game. There's only two, so there's fire damage and lightning damage you can apply to your weapon. Basically, rule of thumb, fire-type damage is good against beasts. Lightning damage is good against everything else. Can't really go wrong with either of them. I say lightning. It's called bolt. I'll be fair, it's called bolt in this game. Yeah, physical is a damage type. I think arcane. No, I don't know if arcane's its own damage type or not. There is blunt and thrust and blood. No, there's different too. Over on the right where it says damage reduction, those are all the different damage types. So it's physical, blunt, and thrust are like offshoots of that. So like blunt, obviously hitting something with a big hammer. There's not a slash, there's blunt and thrust. Blood damage, arcane damage, like magic damage basically, and then fire and bolt are all the different types. Now, given the strength of the enemies in this area, we should be able to beat the boss okay, so I'm not too worried about it. It's been a long time since I fought it, so we might have to give it a couple tries. But I think, like, level-wise, strength-wise, we should be in a good spot. I mean, who knows if there's even a boss? I'm not spoiling anything. It might just be like a little party at the end of the Nightmare Frontier. Reward for getting through it. I will say this, if you know where to go, it is a short area. It's not like a super long area. Ow. Yeah, freak out, why don't you? Transform into a little crawly on all fours, why don't you? There is always a boss. They know what players are looking for when they get to the end of the level. It's a very classic, like, NES-style game design. Put a boss at the end of the level, why not? Oh, this is also a cool intro, so. There's the amygdala gang. And it's shooting a fucking laser beam at us, and I dodged right into it. So this boss has multiple different weak points you can hit. Ow. It has its legs here, which take very little damage. I guess that's the opposite of weak point. The arms, which take a bit more, and obviously the head. The head is the hardest to hit. We're gonna be going for the arms for our purposes. For the most part. Doing some good damage with the bolt paper, so I'm not too worried. Trying to hit the head, but I'm not getting a good... Some weapons are better at it than others. Honestly, the hammer form might be more useful for that than anything. Oh, that's goopy. That's goopy. I'm not a fan of that. Ah! I'm like stun locked. What the hell? I couldn't move during that. That was nasty. Okay. Oh, we got a head hit. There we go, we got a little bit. You see, that did about like twice as much as hitting the arms. Ah, goopy. Oop. You can also shoot it. Which is actually pretty good if you level up your blood tint and you have a powerful gun. Ow. I've been good about dodging that, but not that time. And now he ripped his own arms off and he's gonna use them as a fucking club. There we go. Oh, it's getting goopy in here. We're gonna run away. Put a little distance. Wait it out a little bit. Pushed me around, but it didn't hit me. And we got a head strike here. We might be able to finish it off. Oh, I just need like one more hit on the arms. Oh no! Oh, it killed me. Fuck. Oh. There is the distinction between hitting the attached arms and hitting the still attached arms. Oh. Oh, that feels bad. It was one hit away. It was literally one hit from anything would have finished it off there. Oh. That's how I feel. I'm glad you're also disappointed with me. Fucking shitty duo fighting with the Yeah, the amygdala boss, pretty cool though. And also, a lot of the time in this game, I end up doing this level later than it's probably intended based on, like, the damage values of the enemies. And so by the time I get to amygdala, it dies so quickly, it, like, barely feels like a real fight. This actually feels like I'm a pretty appropriate level to be taking on this boss. Bloodborne, well, the last boss that I did before this was a fight against 3 enemies at once. So I think that scratches the duo itch. Not quite a mob boss, but like fighting multiple skilled opponents at once, kinda. Okay, let's give this another go. Oh, he's just waiting for us now. Okay, alright, that was easy to avoid. I actually saw where it was going that time. Put on the bolt paper, pick up our echoes. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Some of its attacks are pretty hard to dodge depending on where you're standing. Positioning is definitely really important in this fight. Like that. Like, I dodged the first set of swings there, but then the second batch caught me pretty hard. Ow. Getting goopy. That was a good splat of damage there. Oh. Woo! Getting angry. Oh, and the game's lagging a little bit. I'm gonna go for some hammer swings. We've done quite a bit of damage, though. He's on his last legs, pretty much. Woo! Try to bait out something that's easier to dodge. Here we go. Didn't get a good punish for it, though. Okay, that's alright. It's not a lot of damage. Woo! Okay, we're far enough away. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, and I think we're gonna get to finish this with a visceral attack. See you later, asshole. Hell yeah. How much blood does it have? A lot. Listen, the big creatures like that, they got a lot of blood. Think about how much blood you got in your body. And then imagine like an elephant. And then imagine like that guy. Oh, so that was the amygdala boss fight. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, this game definitely has spiders. Text me from this. Don't be weird. Be normal. Be normal. Don't come in here and start calling people daddy kids. Come on now. Yeah, that was very spider-like, I would say. And for those who weren't here in the previous stream, the way we got into this area was actually being grabbed, abducted by one of those creatures, by an amygdala. Oh, they're all sleeping. That's cute. And that's also the beast that... Actually, it's funny you mentioned the spiders, Blue Panda, because it was actually a spider that got us into that area in the first place, who told us to go there, essentially, and seek it out. Amy Dollars here. Yeah, that was the amygdala boss. Pretty cool. Definitely, if you know what you're doing, you can tear through its health bar pretty quick. But it's a pretty fun fight. And it's also hard to balance those optional fights for HP. Like I said, I typically end up going there even later than I did this playthrough. And then he dies like nothing. Like you saw, we tore him apart pretty quickly, even just like fighting him at this level. So, where's the next prey to slaughter? Well, I'll get onto that very soon. First, I'm gonna take a peek and see if we have any weapon upgrades we can do or any other gems we can install. Oh, we picked up a cursed gemstone. Those can go in any slot, and they usually come with a usually a double-edged sword. So that's physical attack up 9.9, attack down 3.5. I don't know exactly how that translates, but it's not looking to be better than anything we have currently equipped. Yeah, it's not outclassing any gem we already have. Not gonna bother looking at those. Just... Are these gems randomized? Some of them are fixed drops. You do get random drops from enemies as well.
Ah, welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Nice from something randomized. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but there's some randomized drops in like every game. Not like totally random. Like the same enemies will drop like similar blood gems. So it's not like complete RNG which ones you get. And there's also, yeah, a lot of ones that like you just pick up in the overworld. I didn't mean to click that one.
I do.
We've seen that dialogue already. Go back and watch a previous segment on the VOD channel if you want to see what she says there. Let's get our endurance up a little bit. I want a little more stamina. Once we get this to about 20, we're probably going to stop leveling it cold turkey. Having some stats be randomized for items with the gems. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like the same types of gems will give certain types of stats. So like, oh, well, let me pull up the menu for an example. So like if you see like a dirty blood gemstone, that will always have some kind of poison effect. These will always have some kind of physical attack up. Stuff like that. Like these murky ones will all be poison based, but like the numbers will be swapped around. It is still, I would agree, it is still a little weird for a FromSoft game. And usually I tend to just go with gems that increase your flat damage. I usually don't experiment very much because there's not much need to, in my opinion. So next up on the docket, I'm glad you asked 5 minutes ago, which I promptly ignored. We got a key item in a previous stream, the Canehurst Summons. We have a letter addressed to us, bafflingly. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing to Forsaken Castle, Canehurst. And we did actually have another character, Alfred, tell us about Canehurst a little bit. Basically just that he's from there, and there's something called a Vile Blood hanging out there, so we're going to check it out. Let's go from the Witch's Abode in Hemwick Charnel. I think that's the fastest way there. During the loading screen, I totally forget to be a streamer. There's just like no audio, nothing to play off of, so my brain just goes numb. Alright, so we're gonna... Okay, this is not... It's the opposite direction I meant to go. More than likely, I'll be streaming other From Software games at some point in the future. And probably even Bloodborne again at some point. Probably not, like, soon, but I love this game so much. Oh, hi, friends. Where are y'all going? Ow. That was rude. I think that statement had a part 2, but I totally forgot it, so that's fine. Hi. Oh. I dodged that. Oh, it's not like... I thought that was an enemy. That's just like a person's body strung up. You know, nothing to be worried about. We're going backwards this way. So in this little tombstone area... Ow. Oh, we actually got him. I didn't expect that. Ow. Die, please. There we go. There's this, like, obelisk, like, in the graveyard that kind of stands out. It's in the middle of everything, and it's got a very different color scheme and design to everything else in this area. And if we go up to it... Oh, would you look at that? It's a stagecoach. Chat, would you get into the obviously haunted stagecoach that came up to you in the middle of the graveyard? You get into that? And oh no. Even with these normal looking horses, come on, what could possibly go wrong? Let's ride the carriage. Realistically, no. However, this is a video game, and therefore I do make different decisions than I would normally. Oh, that's a cute shot. Look at that. Like someone's watching us from the grass. Stab the horses. I don't think it would do. It crossed my mind. I think your sword just faces through them. Everybody fucking hates horses. Kind of interesting. I understand they can be scary. Little beasts. Actually, big beasts. They're kind of huge. A horse bit my mother's tit. I've hated them since. Oh, looks like we arrived. I guess I'll just step off then. Huh. So I guess that's the Forsaken Castle Canehurst. And oh my god! Details like this are partially, like, why I love this game so much. Like, the bridge is out. You can see the area we came from in the distance. This is clearly the carriage we rode in, except the wheels are, like, frozen solid, and the horses have clearly been dead for, like, ages. It's so cool. Such a weird, creepy little detail if you just turn around as soon as you get here. It's Disney's Frozen, and we're at Elsa's Enchanted Ice Castle. It's gonna be so fun. Yippee! There's statues fucking everywhere because every location in this game has statues everywhere because it's weird and creepy. Doesn't seem to be anything strange going on. Pretty normal here, all things considered. Oh. What the hell is that? Oh god, it wants me dead. Oh no, there's more of them. Ow. 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 How did that not carry him? Oh. Ow. I fucking hate these enemies, dude. Ow. fucking giant ticks have the most annoying ass movesets ever. Is that a spider? I would say I would describe it as a big tick. Or tick-like. Yeah, ticks with a human face. Normal stuff. So we're at Canehurst Castle. Now, I am gonna level with everyone here today a little bit. To a lot of people, this is like the best, coolest area in the game. And I legitimately don't know if it's just because people really like snow areas and the aesthetics are on point. Parts of this area, aspects of this area, if I'm being perfectly fair, kind of blow chunks. There's a few things about this place that kind of blow chunks. And the enemies are one of them. The enemies are kind of fucking annoying and not very fun to fight, and that goes for more than just these big tick guys. Like, parrying these enemies is basically fucking impossible, dude. They have, like, no parry window, and their windups are nothing. It's really obnoxious. Like, I've played this game several times, and I still don't know how you're, like, intended to deal with them. Nerf them in the remake, Sony. Do it. Pull the trigger. Make the game easier. Come on, I'm a little baby. Just a little otter. I want to beat the game. Come on. No, if I wanted to, here's the thing. I could also just do this. Ow. The door will just open to let us in. And they're not going to come in the castle. So you know what? We could go back out there later. Honestly, that part fucking sucks. Let's do some little castle spelunking. Hard at work, I see. Working hard, hardly working. Am I right, brother? Woohoo! Having a good time. Fuck your candles. Clean those up. Make every enemy harder. Oh. Are you the one who's making those obnoxious crying noises? Whoa! What's up with all of that, huh? Yeah. So these are these are the ghost women. They like to walk at you. They have knives. They like to miss a lot. So here's the thing. I know I was just complaining about... I want to give props. The ambiance in this level, extremely good. Sound design, art direction, everything's on point. My problem with this level is that none of the enemies are fun to fight. These ghost women are just very weak. It's honestly really hard for them to do anything to you. We got the Reiter's Palask, which is a cool rapier. I can't pronounce its name. Weapon wielded by the Knights of Canehurst combines an Elkin Knight sword with a peculiar firearm wielded by Canehurst Order. Holding almost long-time imbibers of blood are no strangers to the sanguine plague, and the disposal of beasts was a discreet task left to their servants or knights as they were called upon. Oh, for the sake of appearances, okay. That's a fun weapon. I'm a fan of rapiers. I enjoy it a good deal. It's not great for what we're building currently because we're going for much more strength than anything else. It does, as do most of the weapons we'll find in Canehurst, have a blood tinge scaling, as you can see, which does get better if you rank it up. It actually has a better arcane scaling by default, which is kind of interesting. But if we are going a blood tinge build, it's a good option. Oh, this game has mimics. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, it doesn't seem worth it to be using the hammer. That does good damage, though. Yeah, they like to do this little, like, I hesitate to call it a quick step. It's a very slow step towards you. And their attacks are very easy to avoid. There's kind of nothing. Oh, this person's gonna fight us, though. Went flying from that gunshot. The servants also are not very strong. Goodbye. Bloodstone chunk. We didn't have to do that, I just thought it would be funny. Ghost, well, normally a ghost would be, I feel like a ghost would be pretty tricky to fight. I feel like they'd be harder to hit. These ones are pretty bad at, like, not being hit by swords. They're pretty bad about not being hit by swords. I don't think she was gonna attack us, but she scared me, and that was enough for me. Yeah, I guess you could make the argument that they're invisible until they're not, so maybe they could sneak up on you, but I'm gonna be real, outside of the starting area that we just kind of ran past, it's pretty hard to die in this area. Mark my words. Mark my words, it's pretty hard to die in this area. Hold me to that. It's mostly just ghosts. There's some cool portraits on the walls. Very aesthetic. Some treasure chests, that's pretty cool. I already forgot the first one. Well, we got that dress. We got that noble dress. Oh, wait, hold on. A finely tailored Bordeaux dress worn by the nobles of the old bloodline that traces back to the Forsaken Castle Canehurst. It's pretty bad in everything but blood defense. Look how pretty it is. It's pretty. I think if you're a dude, the Canehurst garb changes to like more of like a suit, like a fancy noble. They're both pretty good. You know, I'm into the fashion in this game, so. Yeah, I heard something that didn't sound like a ghost. Oh, it's just a little guy. It's not just ghosts, there's also little men. Ow. I really don't trust the statues. Listen, they're fucking everywhere. And it's not just this area. This game loves cluttered statues and just cluttered streets filled with statues. Oh, this guy's alive. Come on, this guy's alive. Not a gargoyle at all. Where did he land? Oh, did he die? I just got echoes. I don't know if he fell off the map or something. Hey, Shay. Uh-oh. I was looking at Shay's message. This doesn't count. No, this doesn't count. Don't use I'm dying. Don't do that. It's not fair. You're cheating. Oh, you're alive? More statues. Hey, if you guys were scared of the statues. How does this make you feel, huh? How does me going right up to all these statues make you feel? Oh, it doesn't even have any clothes on. Does that make you feel? Naked people. Oh. Yeah. Well, this person's got a rapier. This person means business. Look at that. That's like a knight. Get fucked. Oh, okay. We can miss each other. Like two ships passing the night. Goodbye. Oh. Yeah, not that tough either. They put us in this room with this rapier wielder like it was gonna be a tough fight. I thought I just saw Fall Gate. Not yet, not yet. Hold on to your butt. Get there soon. It's actually called Nightmare Fog in this game as well, so get it right. It's actually scary goop. If you're not a real scary goop fan, get out of this chat, alright? The only criteria. Aside from the other rules that pop up when you look up the rules. Ow. Oh, he's on his back. Go this way. Oh, goodness me, oh my. Oh, he's slamming. What the fuck? Alright, I died. Okay, fine. Whoa, grape small. Hey, grape small. I said I wasn't gonna die. See, it's actually because I kept the dress on instead of switching back to my comfort garb. That's actually why I died. Munches dirt, softwood pear. I don't think anyone's acknowledged that chat rule before you. I think that's the first time anyone's ever fucking acknowledged that. Thank you for that. It's non-negotiable. Thank you for respecting the rules. I appreciate that. Kill one tick. I already ran through the room, so maybe next time. Spoilers, we'll probably be circling back to that room at some point anyway, so don't worry about it. I feel sick? Oh, wait. Wait. Shit, I thought I was just gonna be sowing all my life, but it appears I'm actually reaping now. I'm so sorry that you're sick. What if I do really good at the video game? Will that make you feel better? I don't really know what causes these guys to flip over. It feels kind of random. BB lore fan, never played game, just like chilling in Slowsport channels. Fans lives matter. Good. That is the proper. Yeah. I'm glad I'm glad you agree. Oh shit! Help! I wasn't. This is the same enemy that grabbed me last time, and again I was reading chat. All right. Oh no! There's another one. I don't even know where the other one came from. Did he come from up there? Yeah, he did. Oh. There we go. Okay. Affiliations, hello, clear cishet, but important to me. Well, good. It should be. It should be important to all cishets. I appreciate that. I'm just leaning forward to read, if you're wondering why my model is leaning forward like that. Yeah, let's sneak up on this guy. It'll be really funny. Oh, almost. Wait for it. There we go. Oh my goodness. Your health bar, ma'am. Hold on. Let me help you out with that. Cute little puppers in this game. Yeah. I'm glad. I also appreciate having a lore fan in here. I've been over-explaining, basically, like, my approach to this playthrough. I've been in love with this game since I first played it, like, probably, like, 8 years ago or something. 7 or 8 years ago. And I've been kind of treating this as, like, almost like an exposition of the game. Like, I've been, like, talking about everything I enjoy and just, like, showing everything off. And just in trying to make this kind of, like, a definitive, tight playthrough, like, seeing all the stuff, you know, everything the game has to offer in one playthrough. We just got done with the Nightmare Frontier and Amygdalos. Now we're on to the next optional area, as it were. Yeah, it's armor. There we go. Boop. 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years ago. This game is not quite 10 years old. Ooh, the Executioner garb. That's what our good friend Alfred wears. Take a peek. Attire worn by the band of executioners commanded by the Mater Logarius later became the basis for all church attire with its heavy draping of holy shawl. It's the great Logarius. I don't know if it's Logarius or Logarius. You will never get me on pronunciation. Acts of goodness, excuse me, are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish. Regardless, we shall always strive to be good. Oh. Logarius said some crazy shit. More the merrier, ammo. I literally just watched 2 different commentated playthroughs. I'm glad. I'm in that halfway split where I do appreciate the lore a lot. But I also don't like taking long pauses. You know, I like to be playing... When I'm streaming games, I like to be playing the games. You know what I mean? Especially because I tend to focus on games and genres that I really like. So, I will comment on stuff as it comes up and, like, read item descriptions as we get them. But I do like to also kind of keep the momentum going. Like, what the hell did we picked up a book. Picked up a funny book. Well, I don't even know what that's under. I thought it was a key item. Red leather record of the Vile Bloods loyal to the Covenant of Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods at Canehurst Castle. Oh. The Queen of the Vile Bloods is here? That doesn't sound good. A record of the Vile Bloods, bloodlusting hunters who seek blood dregs of their prey kept through the ages. And that is an online, that's like a Covenant-based item, but pretty cool. We have a little elevator here. Is this a boss room? That was not a boss room. Not yet. Such an odd, dead end from Stuff went down in terms of vibe and game design. It's bad, but obviously Dark Souls is the money. And the fact that it's this strange thing really keeps coming back. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, Bloodborne was successful for what it is, you know? And like, FromSoft already had a reputation, but it's definitely like a slightly more niche audience compared to the Souls games, whether that's just because it's a console exclusive or because the aesthetics are a little bit more out there. It's probably more so the exclusivity. But yeah, it's a very cool game. It's actually my favorite that I've played from them. So I played Demon's Souls, the remake anyway. I haven't played the original PS3 version. Not out of lack of interest, just because I've never really had access to like a PS3. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. This game, and I played probably like a third of Elden Ring. It's hard to tell in that game. I lost access to my brother's PS5, so I didn't get to finish my playthrough, but I really enjoyed that one as well. But by far, Bloodborne's just my favorite. And it's partially because of like the aesthetics, just the hunters, like the setting, the world building, the optional areas, all the cool shit in the game. I mean, I said partially, but I guess that's really it. It's just a really cool game. Among, like, really cool games. I'm trying to read. I am trying to read, but I'm also getting attacked by these annoying fucking leech enemies, so I'll read in a second. I keep forgetting the exclusivity, lol, yeah. If there was a remaster, I think it'd be more popular instead of either buying a PS5 or figuring out how to. I mean, agreed. I mean, people have been wanting it to be ported to PC forever, and I would love for it to be ported to PC. Oh my god. This is actually the first console game I think I've streamed. Well, that's not true, actually. We streamed a Mario Party, the Mario Party Switch game, Mario Party Superstars. But it's the first one I've done that's single player. Just because I really wanted to play this game in its entirety for stream. Here's the thing, the PS5 I think has moved a lot of units, but people are really mixed on it, like, for its lineup. Like, I think a lot of people don't really see the point in buying one. And it's past, like, the new console hype, where it's like, oh yeah, we gotta get it's so powerful, we gotta get the new version of the console, so it's kind of past, like, the hype cycle as well. I'm gonna read that, and I see that message. Praise the fun. I'll read that in a second. I gotta survive the leech hell. Ow. It's not going great. Can I shoot this one? Okay. That's good. They're so small. Why do they make these enemies so annoying? I love it. Sometimes I think for me, seeing a Let's Play of this game that was very lore-heavy and going in blind, that the grand reveal that it was a Lovecraft game this whole time and that it lived up to the themes of that stuff in a very down-to-earth way. I don't know, man. This is the only game that's really done that to me. I feel that. I feel that. There's a horror game, an old, horror game. I think it's called The Shadow of Innsmouth. That's very, like, Lovecraft-inspired. And I've been, like, interested in it for a long time, but I've never actually given it a playthrough. That might have to be something I cycle to at some point. I have other horror games on the docket, though, that, especially on stream, that I want to play. I want to play the Evil Within games. I really like the first game. I haven't played the second game yet. I played the first 2 Dead Space games. I want to play 3, even though I know that's not really a horror game. I want to play the remake of the first game as well. There's Signalis I still have to play. I'm very excited to play that when I get around to it. Ow! Fuck, I thought it staggered. Uh-oh. Woo! I just cannot fight these enemies. I don't know how you're supposed to do it. Legitimately some of the toughest enemies in the game. Okay. We got a lucky string in there. It looks like they stagger every other hit, so that's something at least. What are pronouns? I am a they, them. Thank you for asking. I'm not sure. They should be listed somewhere. Oh, in my tags, I have they, thems, the breaks as one of my tags. Which is kind of like a jokey way of stating that, but yeah. Thank you for asking that. Innsmouth is not Lovecraft inspired. It is Lovecraft direct, that is true. But inspired in the sense that it wasn't made by Lovecraft. That bastard has been dead for years. It just being inspired into, like, it pulls heavily from the mythos. What the fuck is this guy doing? I tried. Yeah, I didn't hit. I have him kind of stuck, though. So I can keep him there. Oh my goodness! You don't stay down for long at all. Damn, dude. Okay, we have an opening here. There we go. Okay, it looks like they do have repeatable attack patterns if you take the time to learn them. I don't know if it's just the joke, but it's fine. Yeah, it's legit. Square Enix is just gonna pull out of doing exclusive for PS5 because of the slow adoption of the PS5. That could be true. I think people just didn't see... I feel like this goes for the Xbox too. I'm not up to date with, like, the sales numbers in general. So I can't, like, definitively tell you, like, oh, this console generation has been a bust. But I feel like people didn't really see the point in upgrading. Like as the power gap between consoles gets like slimmer and slimmer each like cycle, I think people just kind of care less and less to pick up the newest version. Yeah, Lovecraft sucked in a lot of ways. Some people like to hand wave it as like, oh, he's a product of his time, but like he sucked in a lot of ways. Oh, I'm not used to having this active in chat. I'm happy about it, but I'm having trouble keeping up with it. Recent uttering probably doesn't work here. I guess consoles need to start having longer lifespans, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a game philosopher. I'm really passionate about games, but here's the thing. When it comes to, like, the more technical aspects of, like, specs, I've always been, like, the last person to care, in a way. Like, technology, I think, is cool. I think it's cool when people innovate, and it's like, oh, we can make a game now that we couldn't make in the previous console because of this new tech. Like, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart comes to mind. I can't think of many other examples, but they used the PS5 controller in a way with, like, the, pressure... What's the terminology? Pressure-sensitive triggers or something like that? Where, like, the way they designed the weapons in that game, specifically, they could only work with that controller in that context, or else you're losing some kind of functionality with them, which I think was really cool. And I love that game. I love Ratchet and Clank anyway, but I love that game. Stuff like that is really cool. I like when things are unique and they take inspiration from the technology to, like, just make a cool piece of art, a cool game. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. But in terms of, like, oh, this console has 27 more mega shits than the last one's mega poops, it's like, I don't care. I like good-looking games, but I think art direction will always triumph over number of polygons or just, like, other tech stuff, basically. And a piece of shit person, like most... Yeah. He was not a product of time. You can read some private letters. Yeah. He was pretty fucking bad. I don't trigger. So, like, a lot of games have fallen flat in art direction for me this year. I'm, like, so bad at following current releases. I'm so in my own little world with games. I just played Psychonauts 2 for the first time. Great game. I might as well have come out this year for me, even though I think it's been out for almost, like, 3 years at this point. Like, I don't know. AAA stuff can feel very formulaic. Agreed. Heavy agree. I did just go back here to refill my vials. We can go back to, is it Unseen? Yeah, Forsaken Castle Caners. There we go. So, Blank Slate, to give you an example of, like, how the trigger stuff works. I guess adaptive trigger, I think that's the term they use. Like, a lot of the guns in that game, like, for example, if you hold... I'm trying to think of how to explain it without making it sound like, I don't know, like a gimmick. I'm trying to think how to explain it. Some of the guns, like, let you change the firing type of the weapon just based on, like, sensitivity of the trigger, how long you hold it down, how hard you press it down, just stuff like that. Like, rate of fire, distance thrown or shot or whatever, the type of projectile you can hold down, like, to charge up shots and then release them, stuff like that. And the way it did it, it couldn't have been accomplished just with, like, a normal trigger. It needed the added, like, sensitivity, the added bells and whistles of the triggers on the controller. Yeah, I don't know how they adapted it for PC. I actually have never looked into that. It's a great game, though. I'm sure it will still be a great game. It wasn't, like, essential to the enjoyment of the game by any means. It's just it's cool, and it inspired the weapons. Like, when it feeds into creativity, I think that's really good, basically. When the tech informs the creative staff, I think is when it's most valuable, most cool. They are probably underused. I would definitely say they're underused. I think a lot of console gimmicks are underused, historically. And you get launch titles that, like, try to make good use of them. I mean, the Wii is probably an example of, like, an overused gimmick, right? Like, so many games base their whole concept on like, oh, what if you did this thing with motion controls? And then it turns out it sucks if you do it with motion controls. Or at least inaccurate motion controls. Most of the stuff made like by Nintendo worked really well. And some other companies too. Oh, we got hit by a dart. That asshole's blowing darts at us. Now we have a little mark on us. Now the women are furious. Now they're way more aggressive. Now they're really fucking crazy. We're in real trouble now. Ow. And they scream and their necks bleed and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Kind of kooky. I do want to kill you because you're being annoying. Woo! Ow. Oh, Oh! I got hit by like 3 enemies at once. Bonk. Squish. Wii was an awesome name. One other console that had Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Oh, we need to finish that, Shay. We need to actually finish playing that. The Wii is awesome. I don't have any negative feelings towards the Wii myself. It's just I do understand why a lot of the games for it were underwhelmed and why a lot of people were underwhelmed by it after the hype died down. The Switch does have Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Recognizing people from Happy Wheels. Uh-oh, Bloodborne. Uh-oh, from stuff. There's stock sound effects in, like, everything. If you listen for it, it's kind of crazy. I've been reliving my childhood listening/watching Code Lyoko while at work. And they use, like, a fireball sound effect that I recognize from, like, every Rareware game. It's the exact same stock sound. What did we just pick up? We picked up Evelyn. This is a firearm that is actually weaker by default than the Hunter pistol, but it has much better scaling. So if you're leveling up Blood Tinge, this is a really good option for upping your damage with the pistol. Kaner's variant relies more on Blood Tinge. Lovingly named after a woman and graced with an intricate design, Evelyn's were adorned by Kaner's knight. Pretty neat. Pretty damn clear. Yeah, not altered very much. I get what you mean. Very obvious. I just scrolled up, praised the fun. I saw you said you didn't like the first Psychonauts. I get it. I love that game. But I do get it. It's a little bit slow and jank and experimental in places. I think the complete package is worth it, though. I enjoy that game quite a bit. It's been a while. I will say this. It's been a while since I played it. And I also played the PS4 port, which is basically just an emulated version of the PS2 version, which has some, like, serious frame rate issues. Which definitely hurt my enjoyment in certain parts of it. Oh, they're gonna get up now. They want to fight now, huh? Want to fight now, huh? Oh, you fell over. That's embarrassing. Well, you're darting me up. I don't appreciate that. Very reminiscent of Blighttown, actually, the darts. Don't want to sound like a PC master race. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I get that too. I'm not a PC master race either. I understand people who are like ride or die for PC, and I do most of my gaming on PC nowadays anyways. But there's stuff I do enjoy about consoles, and I will say, like, for the argument of, oh, just get a decent PC and you can run anything, it is more of an investment to get a good computer capable of running, like, new games at high fidelity compared to getting a console, in generally speaking. Sometimes those bad bitches are way overpriced, but... Oh, there's a little hole in the window there. Keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with being a PC supremacist. Hero capital G gamer. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to make the investment, aside from like the occasional console exclusive, there, yeah, it is like the best way to go about gaming. If you are like, here's the thing. Making the if you're like a kid, right, and you have like siblings and you all want to play something at the same time, it is nice to have like a console around like the big like family TV. I think that's the argument you could make for like console gaming compared to like getting like a big high-end PC. Like maybe get a last gen console secondhand and use some patience. Mogs, you don't have to ban Meat Man. Yet. Oh. Do it. You unuse a Switch still, but it's just because Switch feels more natural to play some kinds of games. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When the console has, like... Again, like, going back to the technology thing, right? Like, if the console has some kind of unique tech that makes a game worth playing only on that console, that's a little different. That's why I think... Again, like, giving the Wii a little bit more credit is valid, because there's some games designed for Wii that you would have to make a bunch of like compromises to port to like a PC, for example. You can get Wii remotes working on PC though. They are just a Bluetooth thing at the end of the day. I'm gonna find Meat Man every day, throw him over the fence. I don't think you could throw me over a fence. Right here now. Can't detect who is behind this. So we're gonna go out this little window here. I don't think this is supposed to be a secret. I think they definitely intended for you to find this. Guy there. A couple of guys there. The crying somehow got louder out here. I don't know why. Ow. Okay. There we go. I go now and enjoy Gothic Horror. Okay, thank you for hanging out, Blunksley. I appreciate it. Get around. Meanwhile, everyone else is just fighting in chat. Behave, okay? Behave. Be normal. Keep it frosty. Why are you carrying your pet? That's weird. Stop that. Uh-oh. 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 Wait, why am I trapped? Help! Help! Oh, I think that head thing traps us. Okay. Get to this dude. Love violence and strife. Oh my god, I love violence. You can love violence and strife, but just do it on your own time, okay? This is my stream. We got the Executioner's Gloves. It's actually one of our spells of this game that we're never going to see because I'm not leveling Arcane. One of the secret treasures hidden in Canehurst, the gloves of an executioner from a faraway land. Passed from executioner father to executioner son, these gloves can be used to summon wrathful spirits of the past by smearing them with blood. It said that the nobles found immeasurable delight in the dances of these vengeful specters. Taking delight in execution is probably a sign of a healthy society. A healthy ruling class, if you will. Yeah, cry about it. Oh. Racing me on the table. She gave up. She gave up racing me. Oh, no, that's the Night Scar. That's what I was thinking of earlier. The Knight's Garb is unfortunately not great defensively, but it looks very cool. A regal piece graced by intricate goldwork. The Canehurst way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride in the bloodstained corpses of beasts that they have left behind, confident they will stand as examples of decadent art. Honestly, it's not really much worse than the armor we're wearing now. It's not great. It looks pretty sick. It's up there in terms of design for sure. Oh, this is what I was thinking of, the trousers slash dress. So I prefer the trousers, but because we're a lady, we get the dress. I don't care for it as much personally. I want to wear it with the trousers, damn it. That's so hard. Gloves as well, the red gloves. We got that as an option if we get sick of the Black Church garb. I believe there's something else for us to do in this room. Find it. Being absolutely disrespectful to these books and tomes. I might be... I don't see anything obviously out of place. Check back out here. Oh, okay. You can keep moving. Along the rooftops, pretty normal stuff. Cool. Oh, mineral. Before we pop in there, let's see what's over here. Or roof. And a fiend. I'm not that worried about this fiend though, I'm just gonna keep walking. I highly doubt that fiend is gonna follow us through the window, so I think we're fine. Alright, so this reveals to us a little ladder we can climb up. Back in the same room we were before. Which goes to an even fancier floor with an even nicer chest. The warm blood gemstone in it. Crazy. I appreciate that I shut down violence on hostility and everyone gave up. That's really funny. I wish I had the superpower being able to just barrel through and completely destroy tables or chairs or other objects that would harm me if I fighted with them. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Speaking of pretty cool, it's a little guy. Just barreling through things without a care in the world. If I ran through a stack of like 5 thick hardcover books, I would definitely fall flat on my ass. But not FromSoft protagonists. They don't give a shit. They're too cool for that. And up on a grand snowy rooftop. Oh, you got red eyes. It's terrifying. Whoa, he like dodged my stab by getting all big like that. It was crazy. Oh. No, please let me go. That missed everyone. That was so sad. Oh, they don't take any damage from the gun. I was hoping to just finish him off from afar, but he didn't take any damage from that. There we go. The Knight's wig. We get a little hat, too. I don't know if it has a different description at all. Prized by the Knights of Cainhurst resembles a ponytail of silver hair. Cainhurst ways a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride even in the blood-stained corpses of beasts that they leave behind, confident they will stand as examples of decadent art. Looks kind of stupid, if you ask me. Can't even really see it that well, to be honest with you. Going back to my Grey Wolf cap. Now, spoilers, if we go any further here, we're going to get into a heap of trouble. And it's not that far back to the lantern, but I think to save us a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these old Hunter's Mark to reawaken and go back to the lantern. We've pretty much forged the path straight to the boss area now, so we can avoid everything else and just on through. We have enough blood echoes that I think it's worth paying a visit to the doll, level up a little bit. Roll through and fuck shit up. Me too. I want to just be a video game character and just walk into someone's house and break all their pots and then leave. Come back an hour later, all their pots are back. Break them all again.
Very well.
Do that. It's probably good for our bones. Do a little strength and a little vitality.
Farewell. May you find your...
And we can also, we've been picking up some bloodstone chunks, which is the next level of fortifying weapons, the next, whatever you call it, upgrade material. So we can actually increase our crit armor strength even more by a couple of levels there. The +8, that bad boy is ripe. +10 is the cap. So we're nearing it there. Keeping up a weapon is like a well-oiled machine. That shit will help out a lot. Let's see if we have any... Oh. Skill attack up. Near death, we got our boost. Let's see if that's better. Go 8. Oh, I guess that's better. Blood tinge scaling. I can see that being good for something, but that's not going to help us at all. We're not leveling up blood tinge. Nothing else there. How are we doing on vials? Let's pick our storage real quick. We have 4 extra. I think we can afford to invest in a few more here. Also, I don't think we haven't unlocked any new weapons in a while. We also, I think we have enough strength for the cannon now. I haven't shown that off. That weapon is kind of crazy, but also a little bit impractical because it costs 12 bullets every time you fire it. some extra. It'll be okay. Scratch my back, felt good. Now, I will preface this. I didn't say this for the amygdala, because I think that boss isn't all that bad. Not that hard to get a hang of that fight. I think the boss we're going towards now, in my personal opinion, may actually be the most difficult in the base game of Bloodborne. Discounting the DLC. This boss is a little bit hard, so if it turns out to be a bit of a roadblock, I might opt to... Oh my goodness. Ladies, please. There's enough of me to go around, jeez. I might end up going back to the main story or looking for some other side stuff along the way. This run back is slightly annoying because there's really no way to avoid getting hit by those darts without painstakingly taking out every enemy. Don't worry about me. Listening to me, I am so good. Also, I want to do a little complaining, just a little bit, right here. Because this drop fucking hurts you. And it's required to get to the boss arena. Why did they do that? Come on. It's not fair. It's mean. Rude. Straight up mean. More items to pick up along the way. More bold hunter's mark, which we have plenty of. You're there. Might be it. That is it. Oh, well, this looks a little ominous. Let's see what's going on over here. Sound design in this cutscene's so good. I love the subtlety in the animation too, where he takes his first couple steps and they're like really pained and struggling, and then he kind of gets it together. Very cool. So this is Mater Ligarius, who we read about a little bit in the items. And now he wants to kill our asses, and he's going to be casting some weird-ass screaming hexes at us. We have to get in close and stop that shit. Woo! Watch out for that. So we really... Oh! Okay, he touched me with his little stab and he killed me. That's okay. I was gonna say, we really want to keep the pressure here, because if he puts up too much space, then he just kind of spams spells at us. But he did kick our ass, and that's okay. As you can see, he does a bit of damage. Boss truly is not a joke. I've also never been, I'll say this, I find it difficult to determine, based on the style of attacks in FromSoft games, generally speaking, to figure out what type of damage they deal. Like, I assume his spells are doing, like, some kind of arcane type damage, but it could also be, like, blood type damage, because everything in this game feels like it could be blood type damage. I really don't know. I forgot. I also fucked up there. I was trying to put the elevator back so we would have an easier run back next time. Not that I'm not confident or anything. Certainly not that. He can just delete our health bar, though, when he feels like it. There we go. Oh my god, this fucking room. Hello? I just rolled twice by complete accident somehow. Ow! Ow! Can't make me be patient and try to play that room normally. No, I will run through every time. As far as I know, there's no easier run back for this boss either. It's a bit of a bitch. Yeah, Mater Lagaris, I mean, he had a pretty cool quote earlier about trying to do good, and he didn't seem like such a bad guy, but shit here's clearly fucked. And he wants to fight us for some reason, so I mean, I think everyone just has a bone to pick with you naturally when you're a FromSoft protagonist, but angry for some. Or maybe angry is the wrong descriptor. He definitely doesn't want us to win this fight. Ow, I'm so bad at dodging his attacks. Okay, that one's gonna hit there, that's okay. So we can sprint past. Ow, dude. Woo! Okay, we got a good chunk of damage there. He doesn't have a lot of poise, he is easy to stagger, but he will dodge away from you a lot. There we go, we got a good one there. Good parry. Not too hard to time those on him. We're doing a good chunk of... Oh my goodness, he got the sword out. Oh, he's getting aggressive on us now. Oh, he's mean. He's mad. He got sick of casting spells. He's now a melee mage. He's gonna put that in the ground. We definitely want to get rid of that. You can shoot them, otherwise they cast a bunch of spells at us, and we don't want that. Definitely keep on track top of those. Oh, my echoes are here. I missed those. Take cover for a second. Whoa! I didn't even know he was doing that. I just got really lucky there. Uh oh. Okay. I'm getting rough with the parries. Oh. Woo! This goes. Ow. Ow! Sefka's blood vial to heal a bit there. When it's a bolt paper, I don't even know if this works well against him, but we'll try it. I'm willing to try anything at this point. Yeah, we got us there, that's okay. Yes, we got a really good parry there. He doesn't have a lot of health left, and maybe able to finish him here. He doesn't fly away. He flew away. I just need to get a good hit. Yeah, we got him. Okay. Woo. Yeah. Check out Cave. I'm so cool. Yeah. Gaming. Really using the sword way more than the hammer in these fights. Don't worry about it. Second try, though. Not bad. That boss can be pretty tough for me. Inspect. We got a Crown of Illusions. Ooh, sounds like a cool hat. One of the precious secrets of Canehurst. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. So Ligarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely upon his new throne? Ligarius is a pretty cool character. So, he was basically sitting there to keep something a secret. He wanted to keep something from basically anyone ever discovering what it was. This wall here, where he was sitting originally, looks a bit like a passageway. Kind of looks like an illusory wall in the other FromSoft game. And we did just get a crown that says it's reveals secrets, so they're putting that on. Oh, what? The storm is dying down. Or is it picking up? I couldn't tell from that shot. Now it's picking up. Oh, shit. There's a whole chunk of the building that just wasn't visible before. I'm the reason I'm looking back and forth just to see if there's any items, but
I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
get me gone. I'll get my gone, alright. Ah! Take that step. Oh, there's something. Unopened summons. Just like we had, in order to get here, we have an old unsealed summon. Like the first of its kind, it's an invitation to Canehurst, but for whom it is not known, as it lacks an address. That's interesting. So we got a blank envelope, basically, that invites someone to Canehurst. Wonder if we can do something with that. Oh, this light turns very close to the other one, but, I mean, it saves you walking, like, for 30 seconds. Hello.
Such impudence. Defiled are we, yet still queen. We shall not give audience to an ill-mannered beast. We shall not give audience to an ill-mannered beast. Get thee gone. We shall get thee gone.
Well, he's not gonna talk to us unless we kneel, so. Try kneeling.
Moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Canehurst.
With me.
Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
Should we swear our oath to the Vile Bloods? Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it, so this doesn't seem shady at all.
An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church.
Well, the Church does suck.
If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood.
Ew. Okay.
Very well. Drink deep of our blood.
Slurp, slurp.
Feel the spreading corruption burn.
I mean, you have to use your imagination a little bit.
Now, thou art too of vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth.
Corruption. The Canehurst badge. Respect. Offer blood drag. I don't think we have one. Yeah.
We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
So we did get... I think that badge lets us buy some more items from the shop. Royal Guards, the Vile Blood Queen Annalise, badge of the Royal Guards of Canehurst. So she was the former ruler of this castle. It wasn't Ligarius, who happened to be wearing the crown. The Vile Bloods are hunters of blood and hunt prey as they search for blood dragons. The hunter who joins them is faced with a decision to merely borrow the strength or to become one of them, heart and soul. We just did. It doesn't really change anything, but we did do that. What's up?
Arrant fool. Vile blood or no, forget not. We
It also does have a weird mask on here, which she...
bend the knee. Vile blood or kneel. 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 Kneel.
She wants us to kneel, so she won't talk to us normally unless we're kneeling. Alright, yeah, but that's basically a little extra for you if you think to use the crown there. This is completely optional, and I think just gave us access to some more items in the shop. Cool. Queen Annalise of the Vile Bloods. Oh, hey, secret camera. Is kind of... She's more of like a flavor character in the lore. You know, she's not like one of the essential players, but the Vile Bloods are definitely relevant in like the history of the healing church and all that. So, just something to keep in mind. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a big lore overview. Honestly, I might have to like reread some stuff if I end up doing that at some point. Neil deGrasse Tyson is her favorite. I mean, everyone's favorite, really, let's be honest. Did I level up already, or did he not give us that many blood echoes? I feel like he didn't give us that many blood echoes. He only gave us like 30,000 or something. Maybe I was overleveled for that. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. I'm not that far in the story.
Very well, let me...
Again, with the option areas, it is hard to tell when you're intended to do them. But yeah, that was Canehurst Castle in its entirety, pretty much. A lot of people, that's their favorite area in the game. I don't really see it. It's cool. It's got a great boss fight at the end, but it is very linear, and there's not really a lot of like interesting enemies on the path to the boss. So for me, it's more like middle of the road, but I do enjoy. And it's also very much a shake-up from... If there's anything Bloodborne does extremely well, it's that there's plenty of side areas that are like total shake-ups from the normal art direction you've been like privy to the rest of the game. And it's a real treat to like go and explore new places like that, which is cool. It's cool. Right, here, let me do this actually.
Farewell, good...
We're going. We've been just stacking up these cold bloods, which I haven't been reading the descriptions of. In cold blood of inhuman kin of the cosmos, brethren of the great ones. Used to gain unspeakable blood echoes, dare not delve into the world beyond humanity, the eldritch truth touched upon long ago at Bergenwood. We got some mentions of the eldritch. And that, the higher tier of the cold blood, you can see almost like these like skull forms showing up in there, and more of them. Some of this kind of like swirling nightmare feel. It's pretty... We have a lot of these. Let's go ahead and use couple of the Frenzy Cold Blood. They don't actually give that much, is the thing. In Dark Souls, a lot of like the higher tier items give you a lot of souls. In this game, oh, whatever. Like that only gave us 10,000. That was 2 of the level 9 tier. A lot of tiers. Let's see. These, that should be enough.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Get our endurance to 20, we'll probably save for the rest of the playthrough. Just a nice round number, and you don't really need that much stamina in this game. Actions don't generally cost that much, so that's totally fine. Depending on your weapon and your build, of course, it can matter.
Farewell, good.
And anything left over, I'm just gonna cap off on our blood vials here. We do have some new options here, at least we should. So we can buy the rapier that we got from there. I'm not gonna try saying the name. We also have the Chikage here, another blood-tinged scaling weapon. Foreign-made weapon wielded by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods at Canehurst Castle. When the intricate, rippled engraving that spans the Chikage's blade is imbued with blood, the sword sings in scarlet hues. I like that a lot. I like that prose. However, the right eats away at the wielder's very essence. Essentially, if you wanted to be a katana wielder in this game, this is the weapon for you. My model stopped reacting to me, probably because it's getting dark in here. Has a very standard katana-ish moveset if you play the other FromSoft games, and you can basically enter a powered-up mode that drains your health rapidly, but lets you do a lot more damage at once, which is... it seems to be the only main weapon we've unlocked here. You can also buy Evelyn now if you wanted to do that. You have the Canehurst armor and Canehurst helmet. Silver helmet worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods. Within silver armor is said to deflect blood of ill intent, and allows the royal guards to capture prey of their beloved queen, or their beloved queen. One day she may bear a child of blood. Bear a child of blood. That's interesting. That's intriguing wording. What does that mean? Yeah, so if you want to look like a knight in this game, that's the best way to do it. Most of the garb is not very knight-esque, so if you want to look like a Dark Souls character in Bloodborne, that's the set you would use. I swear there should be more weapons we're able to buy at this point. I might have missed a pickup somewhere. And I think I might actually know where. Yeah, but that's basically all there is to do at Canehurst Castle, aside from talk to Annalise some more. And the Covenant stuff, the Vile Blood stuff, the Blood Dregs, all that is much more like multiplayer focused. Let's... Sorry, see Violet Queen's Chamber. Nothing new there. Now, there's one more spot I want to go to before we resume our expedition at Bergenworth. For that, I actually want to go back to the Cathedral Ward for a moment. Wait, what's up, Shay? What's that smell? Uh-oh. Not Shay coming in with the smell-based humor, I'm scared. Waiting.
Oh, hello. The whole town's turned, has it? Quite a big... though, I'm afraid, I see. Back for my blood? I see. Well...
Wish there was.
This...
Thank you for the extra sedatives, I appreciate it. Jay, did you actually just smell something and, like, verbalize that in chat? Are you okay? Is everything alright? You can do this. Just turn the brightness on my computer to see if it illuminates my face a little bit better. Just let it try to... Can I turn on that light? I'll do that. I'll do it. Second. Alright. It's blood. Was that the whole joke? That I probably missed me saying something that applied to that sooner. It's blood! Woo! What? I would love water. I'm kinda thirsty a little bit. Ow. So, I'm coming back this way. Give it a rinse because it had some alcohol in it earlier. I did say the word blood, and I'll say it again before the end of the game. Mark my word. So I'm coming back up here to this tower area for 2 reasons. The Healing Church Workshop. We kind of ducked out on this place before. But there's a lot of stuff here that we could have messed with that we didn't. And now we're a lot stronger. A lot less afraid. Blood tinge gems down. Let's go a level higher. Not let him attack. Okay. Uh-oh. Cool. I got shot by an enemy around the corner, and then the brick troll decided to do the one attack that would get me murdered there. Fortunately. It's a minor setback, but a setback nonetheless. Hey, give me those back. Oh. I haven't seen it target enemies through the floor before. I don't know if that's happened to me. That was interesting. Ow. Ow. There we go. Thank you. Getting watered like a plant. You can understand that kind of humor. Okay, well, this is just a full circle of nothing. Let's climb up that ladder. That I dutifully ignored before. Inspect. The sky and the cosmos are one. The choir. The choir? I don't know if we've even heard them before. They wake up, new shady Bloodborne cult just dropped. That's some weird lighting on that thing. I keep thinking it's like electrically charged. Radiant Store Hunter Badge. That's where that is. So there were a couple items in the shop I was expecting us to already have. That's why we didn't see them, is because we didn't come up here. Locked, okay. And I accidentally just... That's what I do when I get it to a door and it's locked. I'm just like, well, I'll just wait for it to be unlocked then. I think I do remember where we get the key to that, actually. But I do want to see. So there's a mysterious door at the top of this tower that we can't seem to unlock quite yet. Oh, that's some weird geometry there, huh? You can kind of see. I wonder if that's intentional or not. It's not quite lined up with the floor, so you can kind of peer under it. Oh, we left some dudes alive. I'm just gonna pop through. Goodbye. So when we explored this area before, so we came down here. And we came to this room here. This is how we originally got to the Grand Cathedral. We got to the deeper area of the cathedral by dropping through here. And I gotta try to see it for myself, because in this room, there's a door that's pretty isolated and hard to get to. And it requires falling down this passageway in a very specific order. That's it down there. So we need to try to get down to that door without dying, which is easier said than done. I don't remember if the fall... Here, let's be full health just in case, but there is a point where fall damage will just kill you, regardless of what health you're at. Can we land on that from here? If we inch off here, we land on that? We die? Let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, we have to walk a couple minutes to come back, so... Okay, so that didn't quite work. Ah! Another part of the game I've done several times that I always need to re-remember. In fairness to the game, I think it is supposed to be awkward and difficult to reach this door. But that doesn't make it less frustrating. This is going to take us a couple of minutes here. We can just ignore the enemies, thankfully. I do have to remember the route we need to take again. I figured it out before, I think I can do it again. Thankfully, that's basically the whole journey. That was pretty much it. And we can get our few blood goats back, and honestly, even if we didn't, I wouldn't be that upset. Have to get... Okay, so I don't think we drop right here. I think we want to... Let's see. Let me try this. I'm just going to try to feel my way around it. Yeah, the door's down there. The plank there. You can fall down here. Maybe we can just jump to it? It seems pretty fucking far down, though. Can y'all even see the door? Do you see what I'm talking about? It's right down there where those wood planks are stretching out. I don't even know if it's like how visible it is on stream. Right there. Let's jump for it and see what happens. Oh, we survived! Oh, that wasn't as hard as I remembered. We took 70% of our life. But we made it. Let's see what's behind here. The abandoned old workshop. See, we also gained some insight when we came in here. Now, does this look familiar to anyone else? An abandoned doll, who also looks quite familiar. One-third of umbilical cord. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infinite great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, beckoned the hunters, and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Oh, that's good writing. Whoever did the item description translations, beautiful. Oh yeah, this thing looks fucking terrifying, and also very clearly has eyeballs all along it. And it's a consumable. That's an item you use. And yeah, so this area, the workshop, the abandoned doll. Oh, the small hair ornament. I forgot about that. Almost missed that. Plain hair ornaments. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of the care which kept this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its color would stand out most brilliantly against a head of grayish hair. Wait a minute. That lady has grayish hair. And you can only hear it faintly every now and then, but you can faintly hear the sound of a baby crying in the background. This area is very fucking weird. Old hunter bone. It's very creepy. And also, it's very obviously the terrain and the workshop that the hunter's dream that we return to all the time is based on. Look at this little chest. I don't think this is anywhere else in the game. And we get to cosplay as the doll. That's right. All your wildest dreams have finally come true. Discarded doll clothing, likely a spare for dress up. A deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. I think it's even worse than the sweaty clothes in terms of defense. The doll outfit is pretty fucking bad, but it is very cute. Cosplaying as the doll. Pretty cool. You don't like sweaty clothes? Now listen, Shay, don't try to put words in my mouth, okay? Telling it like it is. We also picked up the old... There's a lot of weird items. Bless you. A lot of weird items in this area. It's one of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to Old Gehrman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. Most appropriate, the hunters, carriers of the torture sustained by the stream, would tease an old art from its remains. So this is a spell that basically speeds up your quick steps and rolling and makes you disappear briefly when you do it. It's actually pretty cool. It's not super essential. It can be useful. But you do need 15 arcane to even equip it, so we would need to do some leveling to be able. And yeah, that's basically all that's here. Super cool, secret little area. And we got that umbilical cord, which is very mysterious. Not sure what that's all about yet. I mean, I am, but you're not. You don't already know the game. We also got a little ornament for some grayish hair. Might have to pay an old friend a visit. Well, that's awesome, Shay. You just keep knowing things, alright? Save some for the rest of us. We can give the small hair ornaments back to her.
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter, could this be joy?
Loves it. She loved it so much she cried a little bit.
Welcome. What is it? Hunters have told about.
She doesn't actually say anything different.
I don't.
But that is cool little dialogue.
Farewell, May.
And we got that stone. I guess it's not a key item. I guess it's a... Oh wait, it's a gemstone, I think. I'm trying to remember. I can't find it. There it is. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this precious must be troubled by severe naivety. Damn. Oh, we got this as well from Beanie Bicker Amelia. I think this can also be turned into a blood gem. I don't think either of them are particularly good, if I remember correctly. But... So, we can just hold on to them. They're cool, I guess. So we got that extra badge, though, so there's some more items we can buy now, finally. We got the rope Molotov cocktail. Basically the same as the normal one, except it gets thrown behind you. Kind of weird. Kind of hard to find a use for it. Since the treasure stuck with yarn up, yeah, that's old news. Not sure what else. So fire paper we couldn't buy before. That's obviously very useful for a bunch of enemies and bosses. Again, anything beastly. Very, very good for that. I don't remember if we could buy the hand lantern or the shining coins. You can use these to, like, you can set them down like little breadcrumbs to lead people with stuff. Hand lantern lights stuff up. More importantly, look over here to the weapons. We have Ludwig's Holy Blade. Trick weapon, typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first son of the church. When transformed, it combines its sheath to form a great sword. The Church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts and perhaps things still worse. So that's basically, it's kind of like an alternate version of the Kirk hammer. I actually don't prefer it, and it's quite expensive to buy. It has the same straight sword, but then you obviously sheath it into the great sword, which, if we build up some echoes, I'll buy it and show it off a little bit at least. But just for variety's sake. It is very similar in concept to the Kirk hammer. I just like the Kirk hammer a little bit more. Tomb Prospector Hood. A tire of tomb prospectors who explore the old labyrinth on behalf of the Healing Church. Traces its roots to Bergenworth. It is therefore aware of the rune's true importance. They contain much more of mere hunter trinkets, and they had the very secrets of the old great ones, sought after those by insight to imagine greatness. Wait, isn't My Beloved right? That's a different one, isn't it? Are you thinking of the Moonlight Greatsword? Because that's the one that's in the other, that's like a FromSoft staple. Yes, and we might see an appearance of that weapon too, maybe. Spoilers. I'm also going to stop dressing up as the doll because, frankly, this armor is designed to get you killed. It's basically no better than just being naked. It's essentially the same. Shay, listen. As you can tell by the model I'm currently using to stream with, I don't have anything against being naked. So back off, okay? Chill out. Oh, we did get we got a corruption rune. Continue heal near death +1. It's just a new, again, this is for the Covenant, the Vile Blood Covenant we joined. That's its own little thing. We haven't gotten too many more of these. I'm actually quite happy with our current setup, so not worried about that. Yeah, there might be some new stuff here. Fire paper as well. Can still only buy bloodstone shards, so upgrading weapons still not super easy for us. Yeah, nothing new. Nothing much new there. if you're wondering what all the chalice stuff is, I'm debating whether or not... I do want this to be a very comprehensive, like, Bloodborne experience and playthrough and all that. I'm really heavily debating whether or not I want to get into the chalice stuff. It's kind of its own long side quest. And it gets very tedious, and it's kind of designed to be a multiplayer experience rather than a single-player experience. But it does hide some very cool, wholly unique bosses that don't appear anywhere else in the game, and some of them really should have. Chalice. Yeah, exactly. So I might have to get into it just for the sake of that, but I did do all the chalice dungeons one time, and I swore never again when I did them, so I might have to break that promise, but we'll see. I'll see if people are genuinely interested in the chalice stuff. I will make an event of it after we get done with the base game and the DLC and all that. Which the DLC we are able to access now, but I am going to wait. I'm going to do that after we at least get to the end of the very end of the game. Okay. So that's a good chunk of what I wanted to do. I think now we've basically put a bow on a lot of the side stuff that's available currently, so I say... let's head back to Bergenworth and make some progress in the story, finally. Don't do them all if it's not fun. Here's the thing, though. You have to get so far in them to see a lot of the cool hidden bosses and stuff. Bergenworth or Masterburger. It's true, that's where we are. Welcome to college, everyone. It's hell. Some days you'll say, wow, I love my friends. And some days you'll say, I don't want to wake up anymore. That's college. So anyway, we're at Bergenworth. There's these funky fly enemies. They like to be annoying. Let's kill them. Let's beat them to death with hammers. There is a gate here. Does not open from this side. We're gonna have to go around. Closed by a device, excuse me. Hey, I dropped out for a reason. Put this evil back on me. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. I didn't drop out, but let me tell you, hoo-wee, maybe I should have. Bonk. I love bashing dudes over the head with this weapon. It does not get old. Oh, I see you. I see you, asshole. Yeah. Oh shit. Damn, he survived that on like a pixel. Arcane Lake. Some bullets. We got a beautiful shot of the moon. As we come around here, we can see that Bergenworth is right on the lake, and it's quite beautiful. Look at that reflective surface. That's precious. Maybe this place ain't so bad after all. Putting that degree, I did not get a degree in video games. Imagine if I had, though. Pretty beautiful vista there. And something in the distance there. Moving around weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Nothing the hammer can't handle. Now, this enemy over here is fucking weird. This thing does not feel like a Bloodborne enemy somehow. It kind of looks like the Gaping Dragon from Dark Souls, actually, but it just straight up shoots like fireballs. Don't try to get the head. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm being eaten. That's not very cozy. I don't like that, actually. Oh, that was a good hit. That's the vibe of an Elden Ring boss specific one. Yeah, up close to take that back. Yeah, it was fucking freaky. The Great One's Wisdom. That's a consumable we haven't seen yet. It's basically just an elevated madman's knowledge. At Bergman of Festival had an epiphany. We are thinking on the basis of planes. What we need are more eyes. Pretty cool. Open that skull, expand your mind. Yeah, the enemy's fucking weird, and maybe it's just because that's literally the only one in the entire game. That's right, the only one in the entire base game, anyway. But it feels really weird. Doesn't feel like a real enemy. Five sedatives, that's a good haul. Appreciate that. Go ahead and open our little shortcut. So this area is tiny. People theorize that it was cut down. I have no real idea myself. I can see it both ways, but it is very short. And it's a very hyped up location too, so it's a little weird. I always thought these jars looked like little cakes. Like with the frosting. I don't really know what they're supposed to be, but they're very silly. They have like, oh, look at that eyeball texture in there. Can we get close to that? It's just a jar of eyeballs. Cake on top of a jar of eyeballs. Yummy. Yeah, it's wax. I just think it looks like a cake. Got a pearl slug. That's fucking awesome. We can open this door too while we're at it. Oh, hey, a friend. Oh, she's got the same voice as me. That's not allowed. Die. Yeah, we're kind of kicking her ass. Whoa. I remember having more trouble with her. That was very easy. Blue Elixir. That's the one that makes us turn invisible. I think that is a named character if we go further up these stairs. I think we can find out who that is, actually. There's also a lot of these summon spots. Right, we're not going to use summons. Not because I think they're cheating. I just don't like them. I don't think they're very fun. Oh, we got the student uniform, which I thought we actually already... We have a different student uniform, so this is interesting, right? Bygone Institute of Learning features a thick cape. The Healing Church has roots in Bergamo and actually borrows heavily from its uniform design. Focus not on knowledge or thought, but on pure pretension would surely bring Master Rome to despair if he only knew. Only knew. Look at the text in the last paragraph is formatted differently, but there's no real reason for it. The if is all the way, it's on the second line there, and on the third line there. That's interesting. Kind of weird. Oh, we got a letter. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with a child. A womb will be blessed with a child. I keep talking about great ones too. Kind of sounds like a religion, like a god type deal. Be an eldritch horror if we're thinking in certain terms. We got the Lunarium key. I think that's just the key for this area. Yeah, facing lake. So we just need that to progress. And his final Master Willem was fond of the lookout and the rocking chair that he kept there for meditation. In the end, it is said he left his secret with the lake. He left his secret with the lake. Well, gotta get closer to that lake then. I hear a goon up here. Yeah, what's your deal? So I think the implication is that these guys are all students at Bergenworth that were horribly mutated or something. Notice that they all have a lot of eyes. Empty phantasm shell, whatever the fuck that means. Shells with slime still harbor arcane power and can be rubbed on weapons to imbue them with their strength. Empty invertebrate shell that is said to be familiar of the Great One. The Healing Church has discovered a great variety of invertebrates or phantasms. Basically applies arcane power to your weapon. Definitely good for people who are leveling arcane a lot and need some extra damage. For us, it's pretty useless, but it's there. We can probably drop it in here. Be fine. Fine enough. Damien Amensis. All these people, we don't even fucking know them. Oh, hey. He's covering his eyes. That's interesting. We did see this old guy in a cutscene when we got to the end of the Grand Cathedral and touched the creepy skull. He pointed us towards the lake. Seemed to be capable of saying anything. Old ass man. And now normally, y'all know me, I typically leave NPCs alone if they're like non-hostile, because I think it's rude to just kill everything. For reasons. I'm gonna kick this old man's ass. You gave a lot of echoes, actually. For what it is. We got the eye rune from him. This is a one-of-a-kind rune that increases the rate of item discovery, and honestly, it's just really nice to have. It's worth kicking this old man's ass. He's not gonna do anything with his life anyway. He's like 2 billion years old. Just rocking on the lake. Just put him out of his misery. Get yourself the eye rune. Eyes symbolize the truth Master Willem sought in his research. Disillusioned by the limits of human intellect, Master Willem looked to beings from higher planes for guidance and sought to line his brain with eyes in order to elevate his thoughts. Sounds kind of freaky. Sounds kind of culty. Huh. Almost walked right off the edge there. And hey, the reflection of the moon, it's right there. So what's this weird light in the water, huh? Hi. Yeah, so, sorry for everyone else, but we gotta beat this thing's ass. Yeah! Oh, shit. Now, all these spider dudes... Who mentioned spiders earlier? There's someone in chat ages ago. There you go, there's the spiders. We found them. Rom the vacuous spider, so that's the big guy backing up from us. These guys are also actually backing up. They're not super aggressive, they're just trying to defend. If you attack them head on, you'll notice that they don't take any damage. You gotta get them in the sides, or you'll be here forever. Now, you don't have to take out all of the other spiders religiously. This is how I like to approach the fight, because it's very easy to get overwhelmed if you're not careful. Even at taking them head on like this, it's easy to get overwhelmed, so... That head really resists a lot of damage. And same goes for Rom, the big spider, as well. If you attack him from the front, you're not going to get many results, so... That's not gonna do much damage, but if we come from the side, much better. Mostly just a pushover, not trying to fight back. Yeah. Had a good chunk of damage there. Oh, I think we skipped a phase. I think that's why those spiders spawned in over there, but he teleported over here. And now, Rom's gonna try to fucking nuke us to death. Not a pushover anymore. My recommendation, keep your camera on Rom. And run perpendicular to him when he summons those meteors. And you should avoid them every time. Watch him when he comes up like that, and just sprint. You'll be okay. Alright, honestly, it's getting a little hectic here, and I don't know if I can take out all these spiders. He's gonna do a little explosion. Yeah, watch out for that. Let's see if we can just kill him. Ow. Alright, we run in, we run out. Oh, he tried to dive bomb me. Okay, and Rom's trying to nuke me, so we're gonna sprint. Camera up, sprint to the right. There you go, beautiful, perfect. Works every time. Doing it again. Make sure you have enough stamina. Okay, let's get in there. Ow, knocked me away again. Okay, we gotta break from the spiders. Let's go back and heal up. No, we just gotta make this approach one more time. We just gotta find an opening. Go. Oh, that wasn't gonna be the final hit, but he backed up. Oh. Okay, let's be careful about this. No reason to get overly aggressive. There we go, we got him. Not too bad when you know what you're doing. Can be very annoying when you don't. Shake off cape. Always remember to shake off cape. Very essential. Oh, hey. The lady. Dawn of the final day. Like 3 seconds remain. That's spiders, Gorg. Well, that went well. We coached that fight very well. I think having a well-upgraded weapon makes a big difference. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. What? Oh, hi again. Now, if at this point, if you didn't have enough insight to be able to see the amygdalas, you would be able to see them regardless at this point. They are now always known to you. This door, which was sealed before, is now open. We're in an area called Yargul, and wait a second, we've been to Yargul before. We've been to a place called Yargul before. Oh, and there's amygdalas fucking everywhere. That's awesome. The sky is now a hellish pink and red. Pink, purple, and red. Everything is turned, everything's fucked. Everything, Fred Durst really said it best. This dude's got a cage on his head. No one else quoting Fred Durst like you. This is why I'm the best. There's amygdalas everywhere. It turns out they've been all over the town this entire fucking time. Yeah, we did get a lantern there. But we can go a little farther. I think, anyway. Whoa, Nelly! We got some powered up versions of old enemies with a weird red tint to them. What that's all about. Got another amygdala trying to grab us. That was close. I think that actually almost got me there. Ow! Woo. Okay, let's fall back for a second. I'm not in the best shape after the boss fight. Should be okay if I don't keep getting hit by random stuff like that. Ow. Now these guys are being summoned by this lady with the bell here. And I believe if we don't take her out, she will continuously revive them. So you want to make sure, you know, do that. The Mensis ritual must be stopped lest we all become beasts. So we're getting a lot of weird fucking notes now. The plot of the game seems to have completely changed after we defeated Rom in the lake. And if you were avoiding the optional areas up until this point, this is really where you start to see like a lot of the fucked up shit in this game for the first time. Woo! Uh-oh. I'm really glad he decided to take the slowest swing ever there. Woo! There we go. Nope. Don't even try it. That's just a statue. Don't worry, it's just a statue of someone being sad. Nothing unusual here. Oh, the tutorial of this game is so fucking cool. It is extremely fucking cool. I love that it kind of lets you take it at your own pace. Where, like, a more inquisitive and explorative player will kind of, like, discover all these secrets ahead of the curve. Which is basically what we did in this playthrough, because I wanted to explore more of the optional content before we got here. So. Making a face. Hmm? It smells weird. I think it's coming from the AC. It might be because of the garbage. You want to turn it off? It's getting nighttime anyway. Cooler in here. Smelling blood. Smelling blood? You can tell me? Ah! Oof! Ow! You're gonna be smelling my blood. He's done beating me up. Oh, hey. Cultists, my favorite. Repurposed enemies, my favorite. Oh. Get all confused. Now all these enemies will get revived if we don't find the lady associated with it. Hi, Amygdala, don't worry about me. Passing through. Oh, you're trying to stealth kill me. I see right through your bullshit. Ow. Of this. Oh. Another one. And we got that tiny Tonitrus. Ow. Running a bit out of vials here. Hopefully we can get some more. I don't know if these enemies, because they're being summoned. Okay, there we go. We got some vials. If they're like less likely to drop stuff, but we haven't been getting a ton. Oh. The bell lady is bringing people back from the dead. No bueno. All of these people we killed are back. Ow. And you notice we don't get echoes for them a second time. Can you call Maru Slur for me? I can't on Twitch. I'll get banned and shot instantly. Come to the after stream party and maybe we can negotiate something. Oh. I knew he was gonna respawn, but I didn't know he would respawn up here. Let's see. We got an item drop, but he's not gonna go. This is where she's hiding. Fuck you. Drop down here somewhere. Get this item. The upper cathedral key. Oh, that's important, actually. That'll open a locked door we saw earlier in the Healing Church workshop. The big hole was. Upper echelons of the Healing Church are formed by the School of Mensis, based in the Unseen Village. Choir occupying the upper cathedral ward. This key brings one a step closer to the choir. Okay. I had to read that a couple times to understand it. And we're gonna run past these goons, because I don't care. Yay! Keep moving. What's some chunk? That's good. Good find. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The amygdala's shooting lasers again. It's fucking hell out here, dog. And worse, this dude won't fucking stop throwing Molotovs. Sir, watch out! Watch out! Oh, he did it. Good job. I believe the actual laser itself won't hurt you, but the explosion will. Let's get the fuck out of here. Pretty wild hazard. A lamp here. And you can see down there, that is actually the area where earlier in the game, when we died to those creepy guys with the bags, they brought us down there. They brought us, this is Yargul Unseen Village, where we were able to visit briefly all that time ago. And as a little taste of what was yet to come before we had this red moon in the sky, I could see all this fucked up shit around us. Where's your loyalty? I'm very loyal to you. I love you. But we do call each other slurs sometimes. Huh? Oh. Big shrug.
Welcome. What is it you desire?
The lighting in here is a little bit different now. You can see the sky is a little bit... It's kind of clearer, actually. A little more blue. Less cloudy. And the music's different now. Shit's is effectively... It's finally hit the fan proper. Level. Let's get to 35 strength, and I think 30 health is the next total goal. Nice round numbers.
Farewell, good hunter.
Let's see.
May you find your worth in the waking world.
So, we're coming up on about 3 hours of stream. I think that's about where I would want to call it for tonight. We made a lot of progress, though. I guess a lot of it's just, like, game familiarity. I forget that when you know what you're doing and you're not dying to the bosses a bunch, like, these games feel a lot shorter than they are the first time you play them, and you inevitably hit a roadblock where you don't understand anything, and are just getting bodied by the same boss over and over again. We cleared 2 areas. We also explored Bergenworth, and we reached the part of the game where shit really hits the fan, so we still got a good chunk left of the main story before the DLC, but we've done most of the optional stuff, except Asterisk. We also got access to the Upper Cathedral Ward with this key, so who knows what we might do next time. We might mix it up a little bit. We might save that till we get to another checkpoint in our linear progression. Yeah. Mwah. That's about all for today. And thank you all for hanging out, having a good time. I had a good time today. I think that this might have actually been my favorite Bloodborne stream yet. We had a good time. There's a lot of people talking in chat. It was just fun. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I like having people show up who aren't regular. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love having regulars around. God, my energy would be so much lower without the regulars, but it also is nice having people show up sometimes who don't normally show up. Just fun. Alright, and let me go ahead and see if anyone else is... Turbo's live? Turbo's streaming right now? Oh, shit. I love Valorant all of a sudden. Let's go say hi to Gerbo. Is Gerbo still going? I'm gonna open his stream just to make sure. Yes, he's still going. Okay, go say hi to Gerbo. Raid message. Just say Gerbs. Say Gerbs. The Gerbs for me. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Good stream, everyone. Good work. See you next week. And yeah. Peace.